Tonight, the search continues for Brian Laundrie, the fiance of Gabby Petito. The two were on a road trip, which included stops here in Colorado and appears to have ended near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming when he came home without her. Laundrie is now considered a person of interest, and he himself has not been seen for days. Today, the FBI turned his family home into a crime scene, executing a search warrant, towing Laundrie's car from the house. 22-year-old Petito has not been seen since late August. Yesterday, though, investigators did find a body believed to be hers near a campsite on the eastern side of Grand Teton National Park. FBI Denver announced that major development yesterday, and they're not the only Colorado team that's familiar with investigations that span rough terrain and remote areas. Alan Janae with more on this story tonight. And Alan, these kinds of searches certainly take a lot of strategic planning.
Well, that's correct, Karen. You know, Grand Teton National Park is well known to a lot of Coloradans who have gone there to enjoy its incredible beauty. And the mountains of Wyoming and Colorado are both well known for their dangers and for the people who might use them in their remote nature to hide their crimes and their victims.
We just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
It's video that continues to stir emotion. Gabby Petito talking with police in Utah last month. The search and apparent discovery of her body took people who knew the mountains. Colorado law enforcement has had similar challenges.
Searching some of those areas, it's next to impossible.
Bruce Snelling is undersheriff in Clear Creek County. Rough terrain can dictate what they do, and setting up a grid.
Literally, somebody can fall 20 or 30 feet off the edge of a cliff and be wedged into a boulder field that you can almost walk right over the top of somebody.
They've looked for victims, suspects, and evidence.
It's get down on your hands and knees and search those areas specifically around a body or a victim.
They can enlist mountain rescue groups, but not always.
If it's a case like Sol Paez, where we believe the party is armed, that is a pure law enforcement, men and women with guns that have to go into the field to find that.
Paez was an 18-year-old from Florida who was obsessed with the attack at Columbine High, found dead near Echo Lake in 2019. Tracking in snow can be easier or impossible.
That's a whole different beast for us, right? That'll stall or stop a search completely, and it could stop it for months.
And some searches are never successful, only haunting.
Everybody has an open file someplace.
Well, for Snelling, that's the case of 14-year-old Elizabeth Ann Miller, who went jogging in 1983 in Idaho Springs and disappeared. She's never been found. It's still unsolved. Technology does help things today. They can ping phones. Cars often have GPSs. If there's connectivity, that can give them a clue. What they need, says Snelling, is just a starting point, and then they can get looking. In Jefferson County, I'm Alan Janae, covering Colorado First.